Hi guys, this is Sneaky Dude from the Rage Inducers. I'm joined here by John in the background.
Oh, hey.
He's been a pleb, you probably can't hear him because he's quiet for
Oh,
once.
hey!
Yeah, now you can hear him. We've got a little bit of Tekken for you. Yeah, we're kind of shit, but you know,
Born
I've
and
actually
sperm.
we've got a bit of a story for you. Um, yeah, it's from when I was younger, and you know, when I was younger, I was a young laddie. Shut up, John. You can't see his face right now. Uh, yeah, I went on holiday to Canada for uh,
Canada.
Canada, man.
Finland.
Eh? You know? Yeah, I went to Canada, Toronto, where my cousins live. And honestly, see, after 2 weeks of the Canadian accent, you think you're just gonna kill yourself, or kill them, or kill every Canadian you ever meet, and go on a massive serial killing that'll end in death and destruction and pillage and never mind.
Is that why you want to kill Daniel?
Yeah, pretty much, John. That's why we want to kill Daniel. Um, Yeah, so one day, my parents decide that they're going to show us the waterfalls. I'm like, yeah, the waterfalls will be pretty and sparkly and oh my god, waterfalls. You should see the look I just got. It's kind of worrying. Yeah. Anyway, uh, story. God, John.
Back to the topic.
Back to the topic, John.
We're never going back to the topic.
Shut up. Yeah. So we go to these waterfalls. They're actually quite nice waterfalls. I think I've still got pictures, although I can't find them. I'm not on my laptop. Or it's not dead. I'm getting it back tomorrow. My beautiful laptop. They basically replaced everything but the hard drive. And on Tekken right now, you can just see John being cheap as a panda. And
All hail the panda.
I'm like this wooden thing with boobs and a wee flower coming out the head. I think that's meant to be a euphemism, but I'm not entirely sure of what. Anyway, so yeah, story. I need like try and keep on topic, otherwise I'm gonna get distracted by boobs, wooden boobs and shit like that. Look at my character, he's so fabulous. Oh, anyway, yeah, waterfalls. Yeah, we go and see the waterfalls, and just up from the waterfalls are whitewater rapids, and we're standing beside the whitewater rapids on the rocks. And my mum goes, "Don't you go too close now, guys," because that's how my mum talks. Um, And I'm like, no, we won't. And guess what happens? Yeah, I am that stupid. I casually walk forward and stand on the rocks, casually look at the water, and casually fall in the Whitewater Rapids. And I'm swept downstream about 10 feet. And by this point, I'm terrified, and I'm screaming and crying, and there's tears falling from my eyes, and oh my god, the horror! It was terrifying. I've got to say, for I think it was 8 for an 8-year-old being swept away by rapids was pretty fucking terrifying. So I'm clutching this rock, right, holding on for dear life, because otherwise I could potentially die. Shut up. You would have had peace, yeah. Um, and my mum's looking to my dad as if to say, Douglas, do something! And my dad doesn't like water, so he's looking at me as if to say, he's on his own. You're on your own, son. Game over. Yeah. So my mum dashes down the side of the river to where I am. And I'm holding on to this rock. I'm about 5 feet, 6 feet from the edge. But I'm not really trusting myself to swim it. So my mum's like coaxing me along the rocks. Shut up! It's not like, come on, Muir, come on, you can do it, Muir. You know, she pats me on the head when I get it right and gives me a doggy treat.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that sounds like your mum, actually.
It does sound like my mum.
Watches this.
And right now in Tekken, interrupting my story, John's a lion and I'm a floozy. Look at that. Look at that purple outfit. I look like my brother, goddammit. My brother would wear something like that. He's totally fabulous, oh my god. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so I end up, my mum gets me out of the water, and I'm crying by this point. I'm like in tears and I'm in shock, and I just glance over to my brother and sister, and my aunt Shona, and my uncle Dan, and all my cousins. There's about 3 of them, and they're all pissing themselves laughing, like literally on the floor, killing themselves over this. And John is sitting in the background smiling. He's like, you fell in rapids. You know, that awkward moment where you fall into whitewater rapids. Yeah. So, yeah. But you know what? You know what the worst thing is? They didn't think, oh, let's get him drunk. Let's just get a towel on him, get a blanket, and stick him in the car and keep him warm. No, no, no. We had to think about Uncle Dan's precious van. You know, his precious car seats. Asshole. So I,
They're actually worried about the car seats more.
yeah, they're actually worried about the car seats more than me. Like I had to sit outside in the cold, sitting shivering, and they wouldn't even let me wear my clothes. I had to get changed, and like I didn't even have clothes with me, so they gave me, I'm pretty sure it was my cousin's clothes. My cousin's a girl, so I'm wearing these flowery kind of shorts that come down to like just above my knees. Mind you, I'm like 8, and like this flowery top, it was demeaning to say the slightest. Shut up, John. Just because you cross-dress.
And I can admit it.
Very true. Um. So yeah, that's that awkward moment when you fall into rapids. So the moral of the story is, when your mum says don't go
Near the
next to the
rapids.
rapids because the rocks are slippy, go near the rapids because it's an experience. You'll never do that again.
Or, right, you just don't go near the rapids like a sensible child.
Shut up. And right now we have returned to Wales, and John is a kangaroo, and I'm the wooden thing again. And we're in Wales, shagging sheep. I mean, beating up kangaroos.
Yeah.
And I'm that wooden thing, and John's just kicked me in the face.
Yeah,
What the
now
fuck,
you're-
John? Now I'm talking about the gameplay. Oh my god.
Talk about gameplay, dear God.
God, we don't talk about the gameplay.
Point is Tekken gameplay. It's the same thing as.
Yeah,
it's like
Tekken's kind of. Tekken's always the same. Anyway. So rapids, huh? And girl clothes. And that time I was actually. I can quickly fit this in. That time that. It's actually quite an embarrassing story. My nana made me wear a dress. Like a girl's dress. I was about 7. This was a year before we went. Yeah, year before we went to Canada, my nana made me wear a dress, girl's dress, right, covered in sunflowers, like the brightest yellow sunflowers you have ever fucking seen. And I'm standing there in this dress, like, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? And yeah, she's like, oh, it looks so wonderful on you, Muir. It'll look gorgeous on your cousin, because I'm the same build as my cousin. So I'm standing there in this dress, and my brother walks in. And my dad walks in, and my dad's not really looked at me the same again. Uh,
Well, could you blame him?
yeah, kind of emasculated.
His oldest son is sitting there wearing a flowery dress.
Yeah, I mean, I was the same build, you know, prisoner of war, skinny, like
Ugly.
ugly. Thanks, John.
Hope your cousin never watches this. I've never met her or know her.
What you say?
Hope your cousin never watches this.
Yeah, my cousins will never watch this. They're Canadian.
Yeah, Canadians don't have internet.
Canadians don't have internet. Canadians only have bacon. Anyway, that's my story. So, it was kind of bad and kind of shit, and I'm not really good at commentating because, you know, stuff, penis, schlong. We're gonna eventually get round to doing that video.
You just don't
I'm
know
gonna
what
leave you with this
is.
word: clunge. Clunge everywhere. Schlongs everywhere. John's room is just full of schlong. It's kind of scaring me. Help me, somebody! Help me! Help me!
Also, a mankini.